Well, hello. Crispy duck is one of my favourite things to eat.
And mine.
But I'm trying to eat a little less meat, a little less duck. So I've come up with a recipe for vegan crispy duck that isn't really duck at all. It's tofu.
Is it crispy?
Hopefully it will be crispy. You will need some firm tofu, some Chinese pancakes, hoisin sauce, some cucumber peeled and cut into matchsticks, some shredded spring onions, ground nut or flavourless oil, 200 millilitres of water, 100 millilitres of rice vinegar, 5 tablespoons of maple syrup, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 star anise, some fresh ginger grated, and a teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. So the first thing we're going to do, we need firm tofu, which I've got here, and I'm going to cut it into thin strips. Now, the thinner the strip, the higher the surface area, and the more crispy it will be. And then we're going to weigh the tofu down. This is to get the water out of it, because it's actually quite watery.
So what, if you cut it up, you get more water out?
Yeah, because you've got more surface area to push down on, haven't you? So I'm going to pop that on to weigh it down, and I'm going to just put this into, and that should push all the water out. Can you pass my saucepan, please? So I'm going to make the marinade very simply. Soy sauce, some rice vinegar, some maple syrup. You could use honey, but then it wouldn't be vegan. Some Chinese 5 spice. Ta-da! Couple of beautiful star anise. Can you get me 200 ml of water in that thing? Now, I don't know how you peel your ginger, but this is a good tip. Just doing it with a teaspoon means you don't lose lots of the actual flesh. Oh, I love the smell of fresh ginger.
Which reminds me of cocktails.
And 200 ml of water. There we go. That's going to go on the stove for about 20 to 25 minutes on a low heat, but I want it to be nice and thick and syrupy. In the meantime, what you could do is to shred the spring onions and matchstick the cucumber.
Sure.
So that's been bubbling away. If you come and see, it's ever so slightly thicker, really reduced, smells delicious. So I'm going to marinate the tofu in that. Now, my tofu's been weighted to get rid of the water, so you can see quite a bit of water's come out of it. Pop that down there, and then I'm going to pour the marinade on. There we go. Oh, it's got a lovely waft of it. So I'm going to let it marinate for about 45 minutes or a bit longer or a bit less, depending on how much time you have. So that's been marinating for about 45 minutes. Nice and brown and smells delicious still. I'm going to fry them. Quite a lot of oil, people. Right, in it goes. And we're going to cook it for about 20 minutes. But on a quite lower heat than that. I don't want it to burn, but I want it to get nice and crispy. And obviously, because it's a chip pan, essentially, don't leave it unattended. It's just going to sit there bubbling away for a bit until they're all brown and crispy. I'm going to turn them every few minutes. Look how kind of meaty that looks, right? Crispy. Take them out. Try and get rid of some of the oil by draining them on absorbent paper. Pancakes have been done. Okay, so now it's just a question of assembling. Here we go, one for you.
I love this. It's one of my favourite meals.
I always think people love assembling food. It kind of makes it more of a celebration.
It's so weird how people just love doing that at the table. It's like tacos.
Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh God.
And plum sauce and cucumber just, it's like being in
honestly, it makes you realise that with something like crispy duck, it's all about the sauce, the vegetables, the meat is almost incidental. Really, really delicious. I think I've surprised her.
She has.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.
We've made a baked camembert, chorizo on one side, gherkins on the other, served on a football pitch. We've got some quesadilla with sweet potato, feta cheese, spring onions, and we've got our fruit-filled cones.